Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat and welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be talking about the new features coming into TU53, which is going to be absolutely awesome information for you guys if you haven't already checked this out already. So we've got some amazing new features. I'm also going to be talking a little bit about a duplication glitch video I've got coming out in the next few days, and the future duplication glitches. Obviously with this big update coming, will they be patching the duplication glitches is another question which I'll answer towards the end. But anyway, let's talk about it straight away. First feature we've got is dual wielding. Awesome feature. However, it's only for 2 items, so don't get your hopes up there guys, it's only for 2 items. However, obviously it'll improve throughout the future. When we say future, we don't know the exact length of future, because with 4J it's kind of spacey, so it's 2 updates a year, usually 2 major updates a year. And could this be our major update? We don't know yet. So for dual wielding, we're not 100% sure what's going to be going on there. Obviously it takes a while to program the game and things like that, and I've heard that going around for quite a while now. My opinion on that, honestly, it doesn't take too long to do this sort of thing. And which edition of which edition of Minecraft are they following currently? By the looks of it, it feels like more of a PC feel, but it also feels like a Pocket Edition. So we're not 100% sure of which direction it'll be going. Again, I'll be talking a little bit about that towards the end of the video. So dual wielding, you can use maps, as you just saw, and put it in your hotbar, which is really awesome. And you can also use arrows. Personally, I think the arrow type of feature is a little bit pointless because you can just put them in your hotbar anyway. But if you want to put arrows in your sidebar, feel free to do it if you want that extra space. So I suppose that would be amazing for normal arrows. But honestly, on survival, not many people build the upgraded arrows. It's just kind of a bit of a waste of time once you've fired them and stuff. So I feel like most people will probably be just using the basic arrows in that side slot, which makes pretty sense. And if they introduce it to battle mode as well, I think it'd be quite an awesome feature if the arrows auto went in there. I'm surprised they haven't introduced enchanted arrows yet to battle mode, but maybe they'll do that in the future. I think it's something they definitely need to do because battle mode's dying a little bit, but I feel like that is something that could be awesome in the future, especially having all these new dual wielding features. However, I can't expect them to bring out anything else with dual wielding in this update, because they've announced on their stream that's on screen right now that they're only going to be using 2 items so far. Obviously in the future we can expect things like shields, maybe blocks and things like that. Very similar to the PC edition. We do have a limitation on the controllers though. However, I will be talking in a moment about the new controller system which is getting introduced as well, which would be really awesome, and I think that'll definitely help us out with the dual wielding feature. And will it use the Xbox Elite One controller? Again, it's another question which we ask ourselves with the controller system, but I'll talk about that in a moment. So the next major feature are the new blocks. We've got the new concrete blocks, which are absolutely awesome. I think these are going to be amazing for builder point of view. And we've also got the terracotta blocks, which are awesome as well. These are all created using different methods. I think these blocks are absolutely insane if you're a builder. I used to be an ex-builder or ex-survival builder, and I think these blocks would be awesome to duplicate if there is a duplication glitch which can do these, which hopefully they won't patch any of the duplication glitches, but I think these blocks will be absolutely awesome, and I think in the future these blocks will definitely be seen in a lot of builds. It's just going to take a while for them to get introduced. We've got to wait for the update. My prediction for the update is probably end of this, not May, end of June, July time, probably end of June. I'd probably recommend now move it a little bit forward from around like mid-June to the end of June, most likely May, June, end of June, yeah. So that's probably when it's going to be. And there's the terracotta blocks, awesome blocks. They are, you know what I can imagine them in? There's like a distance block on a build. So you got like a kind of like a window type thing, and that's filling up the gap in the window. Because it's got that kind of feel to it where it's the middle of the block, so it's like just a 4 block, so 4x4 with like stairs around it, so it makes it feel like that's the center of the room. That's what's going to be awesome for them blocks, in my opinion. Now this is the next system we've got here. This is actually the new controller system, which is absolutely awesome. New hub, a new type of stuff which is getting introduced. I think this is really cool, but will it use the Elite controller like I said? Well, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be something that we could use in the future, but will it use the Elite controller on the Xbox? I personally don't think it will consider it. Just because they're introducing this update to all the console editions. But I think this is an awesome feature because you can change your buttons around a little bit and have them switch up a little bit. So you can have maybe like obviously we've got that new button being introduced where you can press like a button and it grabs that block. If you want to put that button that grabs that block as up on your D-pad, you can do that. Again, the D-pad isn't used for too much in Minecraft console edition, so you've got 4 slots there to introduce new control systems if you want to. So we've got all these different controls that you can switch up. It's great for PvP, great for any players, and there's just new buttons on there as well that you can test out and change up a little bit. If you want to, like, say, put your sprint button as something else, hopefully it'd work. I'm not too sure if it would, but it should do. So with a little bit of luck, we'll be able to introduce something like this being worked within all the consoles with no glitches and stuff. Got the camera mode buttons and things like that. You can just switch up your buttons however you like. You can also reset back to default at any time, and you can also switch up your console edition very nicely and have it run pretty smoothly. So finally, one of the major features coming in, which is a pretty awesome feature, is the shulker boxes. Basically, this is just like a moving ender chest type backpack type thing that you can move around with you. It keeps the items inside of it as you pick it up, and it's just a moving backpack basically you place down to access. I think it's a pretty awesome feature. It came out quite a while ago now on PC, but it is awesome to see them introducing something like this to console finally. And basically when you kill the shulkers, obviously it drops a chance of like that little brick type thing there, which you can use. I can't remember what it's called, but you can use that to craft the shulker boxes, which is pretty awesome as well, which is the shulker shell, and you can use that to craft it, which is just pretty unique. And I think something like that will finally give console edition survival players that extra storage when they're moving around. I think if you've played survival for a long time, you'll notice that will happen, and you'll just forget like a little bit where your stuff is and things like that. But having these boxes means you can organize stuff quite well. If you're playing as a solo survival player or maybe a group type thing, you can use these boxes to like put wool in or wood in or whatever you want to do. It's quite interesting to do. Now, like I said, I'll talk a little bit about the duplication glitches. So I've got a bunch of duplication glitch video coming out, which holds quite a few duplication glitches, probably about 3 that are currently working, which I really want you guys to check out. You've probably already seen the glitches in the past, maybe. They are slightly different because some of them stopped working and some of them have come back, but that is going to be coming out in the next few days, so stay tuned for that. And also I'm going to be bringing out some new content related to more update news, kind of like iron nuggets and things like that, going over a little bit further, and maybe some more content related to that as well. Now, how's this going to affect Pocket Edition or PC? Like I said, Minecraft's going towards one way. The reason I think it's going towards the Pocket Edition more than the PC is because what I have heard within the community. Now, I can't give any names away, but I was speaking to a few, not developers, but basically very high up members of the Minecraft community, or the ambassador program, should I say, kind of like whatever, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the support program where you speak to people online and you can talk to them. However, I met one of them on the Xbox in a chat and spoke to them. Now, they actually work a little bit with Mojang, but I can't give any names away. There's quite a few people who work with Mojang, but this person was convinced, well, highly convinced, that Minecraft will be going towards the Pocket Edition. And the Windows 10 edition was going to come out for Xbox Scorpio and then eventually come out for the Xbox One. Now, that's a cool theory, but with 4D Studios introducing this sort of stuff now, that could mean that they're kind of link Pocket Edition to Xbox or Console Edition and have them two working on the side of each other. With PlayStation not being related to Microsoft, as in console-wise, that's why I can see them doing that, as in that way. But with the Windows 10 edition, that also links with Pocket Edition. So how is Windows 10 going to suddenly be played on PlayStation is a question left unanswered. And same with the Nintendo side of stuff. There's a lot of things 4D Studios or Minecraft in general have got to consider when bringing out these sort of updates and kind of where they're going for in the future. The gameplay on screen right now is just the clay and how it becomes, not the clay, sorry, the concrete and how it becomes like the hardened concrete. It's just a little bit of water accesses it and it becomes the hardened concrete, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, like I was saying, I think it's just going to be difficult for 4D Studios in general to know where they're going, because they've obviously got a plan in sight, but will they know exactly where they're going? We tried doing the server petition, and honestly, the server petition didn't go down too well. I will still keep linking that server petition, trying to get it up bigger. I know a few YouTubers did mention it, and I had a bit of a rant with a YouTuber on Twitter, if you saw that. And I feel like the people I've actually been ranting with about it haven't even read it, so it's kind of frustrating. But, you know, sometimes you get this far, you do all these petitions and stuff, trying to make Minecraft stand out in the community, but it's quite hard to get it out there. And I feel like servers are something that aren't going to come, and I know realms are coming if they're going towards the Pocket Edition, which I feel like they are. It's about 60% of me saying that they are following the Pocket Edition now rather than the PC. So I feel like they'll get to a stage and they'll be like, ah, here's realms, boom, realms come out, 10 players or 12 players or maybe a little bit more, but 16, and it's just not what we want. And I think we've got to that stage now with Minecraft Console Edition where things are happening in the community, but the wrong things are happening is what people want. Like the long-term Minecraft fans, we don't want realms really. I've spoken to many people about realms, and honestly, it's a cool idea and it sounds awesome, but it's just not worth the cost. The cost of the realms is quite heavy, and for actually playing on them is free, obviously, but the cost is quite heavy, and it's really not worth it for what you're actually gonna get out of it. You do these, you play the realms and stuff on your friends' worlds and stuff, and it's just like a consistent world that's on for like 24/7. And honestly, having a survival world like that would be pretty awesome as well. But being monitoring it and things like that without the permissions to have moderators, to ban players and things like that, and have it just between your friends and having your friends list open kind of type thing, it's just hard to moderate, especially as a YouTuber point of view. I think it's really hard to do. Now, the good thing about realms from my point of view is I can play on a realm and you guys can connect to that realm too. For example, servers like Terracraft and people like that, more people will be able to have access to it without the guy actually leaving his Xbox on 24/7, which he's probably not going to do. But if the guy does that, well, he does, but he doesn't leave it on every day. He does turn it off sometimes, but that'll be high for him. Like the cost of that will be a lot more than realms, because he's got 2 servers running as well, so that's 2 Xboxes running at once, which is quite heavy 24/7, especially when he works as well. So that's what's happening for him on that side. And then if realms come out, that will replace that, I suppose. But I feel like realms and servers still could be a thing, but I feel like realms would definitely come first. And will servers ever come to console edition? If you want to know my honest opinion after the petition and after some YouTubers' reactions to it, I honestly don't think servers will ever come to console edition now. I don't want to put you off, but it's personal opinion, and you guys can have your own opinion on that view. Again, that is after talking to a wide range of YouTubers and people ranting at me about it and the petition and all sorts of stuff. I could go on. Again, I could talk about this sort of topic for hours and hours, but this is why I think Minecraft console edition are going towards the PC side to try and get that PC element. Not PC, sorry. Try and get that PE element, Pocket Edition element. I feel like they're going towards more the Pocket Edition to try and get their console edition linked in with the Pocket Edition rather than the PC edition. Now, one other feature which I didn't mention in this video, but it is coming in the new update, is also when you find the Elytra, you can actually fire fireworks now to go boom, to go higher up into the sky, which is really awesome rather than hitting yourself with arrows. So that's a really cool feature they're introducing in this next update. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, this is Postbox Pat. Get ready for the duplication glitch video as well. Signing out.